Edgar Cayce, a name synonymous with mystery and profound insight, continues to intrigue the world decades after his passing. Known as the Sleeping Prophet, he possessed a unique gift that allowed him to tap into a realm beyond ordinary human perception. Cayce's readings, delivered while in a self-induced trance, spanned a wide range of topics, from personal guidance to medical diagnoses, and even glimpses into the distant past and future. This remarkable ability, which he claimed was a gift from God, brought him both fame and skepticism. Yet, Cayce remained grounded, always emphasizing the importance of faith, compassion, and service to others. In the following sections, we will delve deeper into the life and legacy of Edgar Cayce, exploring his journey from an ordinary farm boy to the sleeping prophet who captivated the world. Edgar Cayce was born on a small farm near Hopkinsville, Kentucky, in the year 1877. His parents, Leslie and Carrie Cayce, were hard-working farmers who instilled in him the values of honesty, integrity, and a strong work ethic. Young Edgar was a curious and sensitive child, drawn to nature and possessing a deep sense of spirituality. He claimed to see and converse with his deceased grandfather, an experience that both fascinated and frightened him. One night, after falling asleep over his school books, he woke up remembering everything he had read. This seemingly insignificant event marked the beginning of his remarkable journey. He took on various jobs, but his true calling lay dormant within him, waiting to be revealed. Despite his lack of formal education, Edgar Cayce possessed a thirst for knowledge and a deep connection to the spiritual realm. It was during a period of illness in his early 20s that Cayce's extraordinary abilities fully emerged. Unable to work due to a psychosomatic paralysis of his vocal cords, he sought help from a hypnotist. While in a trance state, Cayce was able to diagnose his own condition and suggest a course of treatment that ultimately led to his recovery. This event marked the beginning of his career as a psychic diagnostician. Cayce's process for conducting readings was both unusual and intriguing. He would lie down on a couch, close his eyes, and enter a self-induced trance state. With his secretary taking detailed notes, Cayce would then answer questions and provide insights on a wide range of topics, from medical diagnoses to spiritual guidance and even past life regressions. His readings, transcribed and archived, number in the thousands, providing a rich tapestry of insights into the human condition, spirituality, and the nature of reality itself. Edgar Cayce's story began in the rural heartland of America, on a modest farm amidst the rolling hills of Kentucky. Born in 1877, he was a child of the land, growing up surrounded by the rhythms of nature and the simple life of a farming family. His parents, Leslie and Carrie Cayce, were devout Christians who instilled in him a strong moral compass and a deep reverence for the Bible. Despite the demands of farm life, young Edgar possessed an active imagination and a thirst for knowledge that extended beyond the fields. He was particularly drawn to the Bible, spending hours poring over its stories and teachings. Little did he know that these early influences would shape the course of his life in ways no one could have imagined. As Edgar grew older, his sensitivity manifested in unusual ways. He began experiencing visions and hearing voices, occurrences that both intrigued and frightened him. One of his earliest and most profound experiences involved his deceased grandfather. Edgar claimed to see his grandfather vividly, engaging in conversations as if he were still alive. To his astonishment, he awoke one morning with a perfect recollection of his spelling words, as if they had been imprinted on his mind. This incident hinted at a latent ability within him, an ability to access information through unconventional means. Despite his burgeoning abilities, Edgar remained grounded in the practicalities of life. Financial difficulties forced him to leave school after the 8th grade to help support his family. He took on various jobs, working as a salesman, a shop assistant, and even trying his hand at farming like his father. During his late teens, Edgar developed a passion for photography, teaching himself the art and eventually opening a small photography studio. It was through his photography business that he met and fell in love with Gertrude Evans, who would become his wife and lifelong companion. In 1900, tragedy struck when Edgar lost his voice, seemingly paralyzed without explanation. Desperate for a cure, he sought help from a traveling hypnotist named Al Lane. Al Lane, with his flamboyant personality and claims of unlocking hidden potential, was an unlikely catalyst for Edgar's transformation. As Edgar lay on a makeshift stage surrounded by curious onlookers, Lane induced him into a hypnotic trance. To the astonishment of everyone present, Edgar, while in this trance state, began speaking in a clear, resonant voice, a stark contrast to the whisper that had plagued him for months. He accurately described his own condition, diagnosing a paralysis of the vocal cords caused by psychological, not physical, factors. Following his own guidance, Edgar's voice gradually returned, much to the amazement of his doctors and the disbelief of those who had witnessed his transformation. The news of Edgar Cayce's ability to diagnose and suggest treatments while in a trance state spread like wildfire through Hopkinsville and beyond. People, desperate for healing and hoping for miracles, flocked to the Cayce household, seeking his help. Edgar, a humble and deeply religious man, was initially reluctant to embrace this newfound ability. He grappled with the implications of his trance pronouncements, questioning their source and purpose. However, the pleas of the afflicted and the undeniable results of his readings gradually swayed his heart. He felt a growing sense of responsibility to use his gift to alleviate suffering and guide those in need. His wife, Gertrude, played a pivotal role in these early days, acting as his protector, his confidant, and his scribe, diligently recording each word uttered during his trance readings. As Edgar Cayce delved deeper into his work, the scope of his readings expanded far beyond simple medical diagnoses. He found himself providing insights into a vast array of subjects, encompassing physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. His readings touched upon topics like reincarnation, past civilizations, dream interpretation, and the nature of consciousness, astounding those who sought his guidance. Cayce's readings suggested that illness often stemmed from unresolved emotional issues or spiritual imbalances, a concept far ahead of its time in the early 20th century. He emphasized the importance of diet, exercise, and positive thinking in maintaining good health, advocating for a holistic approach to well-being. His pronouncements on Atlantis, ancient Egypt, and the coming of a new age captivated the imagination of many and fueled ongoing debates about the validity of his psychic abilities. Edgar Cayce's growing fame as the sleeping prophet attracted its fair share of skeptics and critics. The medical community, steeped in scientific tradition, viewed his trance diagnoses and unconventional treatments with suspicion. Many dismissed his readings as mere trickery, suggesting that he was either a charlatan preying on the vulnerable or delusional, mistaking his own subconscious thoughts for divine revelation. Cayce, unfazed by the criticism, remained steadfast in his belief that his abilities were a gift meant to be used for the greater good. Despite the controversies surrounding his work, Edgar Cayce continued to conduct readings for those who sought his help. His reputation as a compassionate healer and a source of profound wisdom spread far and wide, drawing people from all walks of life to his door. However, the demands of his work took a toll on his health. The trance states, though entered willingly, were physically and emotionally draining. In the early 1920s, Cayce and his family relocated to Virginia Beach, a place he had envisioned in a dream as a center for healing and spiritual growth. There, he established the Association for Research and Enlightenment, an organization dedicated to preserving his readings, conducting research, and promoting holistic well-being. Despite the setbacks, Cayce remained committed to his mission, continuing to provide readings and share his insights with those who sought guidance. Edgar Cayce's approach to healing diverged significantly from the conventional medical practices of his time. While he acknowledged the value of traditional medicine, he believed that true healing encompassed not just the physical body, but also the mind and spirit. Cayce's readings emphasized the interconnectedness of these three aspects of being, suggesting that illness often manifested first in the emotional or spiritual realms before taking root in the physical body. He viewed illness not as a random affliction, but as a consequence of imbalances within this interconnected system, often stemming from unresolved emotional trauma, negative thought patterns, or spiritual disharmony. This holistic approach, emphasizing the interconnectedness of body, mind, and spirit, formed the cornerstone of Cayce's healing philosophy, a philosophy that continues to influence alternative medicine practices today. The body, mind, and spirit connection. Cayce's readings provided insights into how the body, mind, and spirit interacted to influence health. Negative emotions could create energetic blockages, contributing to illness. Positive emotions like love and joy had a healing effect. Cayce emphasized a positive mental attitude and spiritual well-being for good health. Practices like meditation, prayer, and nature foster inner peace. The subconscious mind played a powerful role in health. Dreams provided insights into our deepest fears and desires. Remedies and Therapies. Cayce's approach to healing included mental, spiritual, and physical therapies. He recommended dietary changes, herbal supplements, and naturopathic treatments. Advocating for a natural diet, he emphasized fresh fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. He warned against processed foods and excessive meat. Cayce recommended osteopathic adjustments to restore the body's natural equilibrium. He also explored hydrotherapy, massage, and electrical treatments, believing they could stimulate circulation and promote relaxation. The power of dreams. Edgar Cayce emphasized dreams as a window into the subconscious and a source of guidance. He believed dreams were a direct line of communication between the conscious and subconscious minds. Cayce encouraged keeping a dream journal to record dreams in detail. By analyzing recurring themes and symbols, we could gain deeper self-understanding. He developed a system of dream interpretation, outlining symbolic meanings. For example, water often symbolized the subconscious mind. Flying symbolized spiritual aspirations. Being chased symbolized fear or inadequacy. Understanding dreams could lead to self-awareness, emotional healing, and spiritual transformation. Edgar Cayce's ability extended beyond individual diagnoses and healing. His readings often ventured into prophecy, offering glimpses into future events. These pronouncements intrigued and often unsettled those who heard them. Cayce's prophecies covered natural disasters, political upheavals, and spiritual awakenings. He spoke of shifting geopolitical landscapes and technological advancements. One of his most well-known predictions concerned the rise and fall of stock markets. In the Roaring Twenties, Cayce warned of an impending market crash. His warnings proved eerily accurate when the stock market crashed in 1929. Throughout his life, Cayce made numerous predictions that seemed to come to pass with uncanny accuracy. He spoke of the discovery of ancient scrolls that would shed new light on early Christianity, a prediction seemingly fulfilled with the unearthing of the Dead Sea Scrolls in 1947. He also foresaw the shifting balance of global power, predicting the rise of China as a major world power, a development that has become increasingly evident in recent decades. Cayce's pronouncements on the future of health and medicine also proved prescient. He spoke of a time when the mind-body connection would be widely accepted in medical circles, a shift that has gained significant traction in recent years with the growing fields of mind-body medicine and integrative health. He also predicted the development of new healing modalities utilizing light, sound, and energy, foreshadowing advancements in fields like laser surgery, sound healing, and energy medicine. These seemingly accurate predictions, documented in his vast collection of readings, continue to fuel debates about the nature of time, precognition, and the limits of human perception. Not all of Cayce's predictions have come to pass as anticipated, and some remain open to interpretation. His pronouncements on specific dates for future events, like the second coming of Christ or the physical shift of the Earth's poles, have not materialized as predicted, leading some to question the validity of his prophetic abilities. However, proponents of Cayce's work argue that prophecy, unlike fortune-telling, should not be interpreted as a fixed or literal prediction of events. They suggest that Cayce's readings offered glimpses into potential futures, timelines that could be altered by human choices and actions. They point to Cayce's frequent emphasis on free will and personal responsibility, suggesting that he believed humans had the power to shape their own destiny, both individually and collectively. They view his prophecies not as inevitable outcomes, but as warnings, opportunities for course correction, and invitations to align with a more positive and harmonious future. From this perspective, Cayce's prophecies serve as guideposts, encouraging introspection, spiritual growth, and a proactive approach to shaping a better future for all. Edgar Cayce's ventures into the realm of prophecy remain among the most debated aspects of his legacy. Some dismiss his predictions as speculation, while others find compelling evidence of a mind transcending time and space. The accuracy of some predictions and the open-ended nature of others intrigue researchers and spiritual seekers alike. Cayce's willingness to explore consciousness leaves an indelible mark on our understanding of human potential. His prophecies remind us of the interconnectedness of all things and the power of human choices. Edgar Cayce's journey from a simple farm boy to the renowned sleeping prophet defies easy categorization. He was deeply religious, yet embraced concepts outside traditional doctrines, possessing little formal education, yet dispensing vast knowledge. His life sparks debate and inspires exploration into human consciousness. Some dismiss his readings as delusion, but many claim profound healing and guidance. His documented readings invite further study and contemplation. Cayce's legacy is one of open questions, challenging us to explore human potential. Cayce's influence on modern spirituality is undeniable. He introduced concepts like reincarnation, karma, and the interconnectedness of all beings to a Western audience decades before these ideas gained mainstream acceptance. His readings emphasized the importance of personal spiritual seeking, encouraging individuals to connect with their own inner wisdom rather than blindly following dogma or external authorities. Cayce's teachings transcended religious boundaries, drawing inspiration from various spiritual traditions while emphasizing the universality of spiritual truths. He believed in a loving and compassionate God, accessible to all who sought a deeper connection. His readings stressed the importance of love, forgiveness, and service to others as essential components of spiritual growth. Cayce's influence can be seen in the growing popularity of holistic health practices, meditation, and mindfulness techniques, all of which he advocated decades ago. His teachings continue to inspire individuals to take responsibility for their own well-being, recognizing the interconnectedness of body, mind, and spirit. Edgar Cayce's work emerged at a time when science and spirituality were often seen as opposing forces. Yet, he sought to bridge this divide, suggesting that true understanding required a blending of intuition and reason, scientific inquiry, and spiritual exploration. He believed that the universe operated according to natural laws, some of which were yet to be discovered by science. Cayce's readings, while often mystical in nature, also incorporated scientific concepts and terminology, suggesting an awareness of the interconnectedness of all things. He encouraged scientific investigation into the validity of his readings, believing that further research would eventually validate his insights. The establishment of the Association for Research and Enlightenment stands as a testament to his desire to bridge the gap between science and spirituality, providing a platform for ongoing research, education, and exploration into the mysteries of consciousness and the nature of reality. Cayce's legacy continues to inspire dialogue and collaboration between scientists, healers, and spiritual seekers, fostering a more holistic and integrated approach to understanding ourselves and the universe we inhabit. Even decades after his passing, Edgar Cayce's legacy continues to resonate, his voice echoing through the corridors of time, inviting us to delve deeper into the mysteries of our own being. His life and work stand as a testament to the untapped potential within each of us, a potential waiting to be awakened and harnessed for the betterment of ourselves and the world. Whether one views him as a prophet, a healer, or simply a man who dared to explore the uncharted territories of consciousness, there's no denying the profound impact Edgar Cayce has had on our collective understanding of spirituality, health, and the boundless possibilities of the human mind. His readings continue to be studied and debated, offering insights into the human condition that remain relevant in our modern world. Cayce's message of hope, healing, and spiritual transformation continues to inspire individuals to seek a deeper connection to themselves, to others, and to the divine spark that resides within us all. In a world often fragmented by division and uncertainty, Edgar Cayce's legacy reminds us of our interconnectedness, our shared humanity, and our innate capacity for love, compassion, and healing. The sleeping prophet may be gone, but his message continues to awaken hearts and minds, urging us to embrace the mystery, to seek the truth, and to live lives filled with purpose, meaning, and a profound connection to the unseen forces that shape our world.